Here's what's making news now around Indiana, brought to you by your Indiana Pacers. Well, Jeffersonville-based Jeff Boat, which has roots along the Ohio River in southeast Indiana dating back to the 1800s, will begin its final round of layoffs next week. A drop in barge orders prompted the decision to close the nation's largest inland shipyard. More than 200 employees will be affected. Just days after FedEx Corporation announced it was pulling plans to build a $259 million small package distribution center in Greenwood, the company said it would grow its operation in Vigo County. FedEx says construction has begun on an expansion of its FedEx Ground Distribution Center in Terre Haute. A federal grant will allow Gary to demolish abandoned housing at 2 developments. Gary awarded grants from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for more than $3.2 million. And INDOT has announced more than $160 million in federal funding will be used for infrastructure improvements in rural areas around the state. The funds earmarked for 66 cities, towns, and counties to invest in road and bridge improvements, sidewalk, and trail projects. Well, the 21st annual Buy Indiana Expo is expected to draw 1,000 people from around the country to French Lick. The goal, to get more companies, especially in Indiana, to do business with the Crane Naval Surface Warfare Center. As a result of last year's event, Crane issued a 5-year, nearly $50 million agreement that includes several Hoosier-based machine shops. For more on what we can expect this year, I'm pleased to welcome Crane Small Business Deputy Director Matt Burkett. And Matt, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about Buy Indiana Expo, 21st year. But the roots where this started were pretty small. It just started in the cafeteria 21 years ago, right? That's
right, yeah. Started 21 years ago in the Crane cafeteria, then high school gymnasiums, and then 10 years ago we made the move to Exhibition Hall in French Lick. Yeah. 200 plus vendors is typically in attendance, so really outgrew some of those smaller facilities. Talk about what will take place. April 10th is the event in French Lick, but what will take place there? And this is for companies interested in doing business directly with Crane, or maybe just are interested in that federal contracting game, right? Yeah. Which is big business. Talk about the event. So again, trade show style setup is typically how Buy Indiana works. It allows businesses to set up marketing material and market their products and services directly to the Crane personnel who will be walking the booths. The program lasts from 9 to 3, and really it's a great way for them to learn to market directly to Crane, but then that business-to-business connection that they can make with some of our larger support contractors that are in attendance. And you talk about Crane Naval Surface Warfare Center, what an economic engine it is for southern Indiana, but really the entire state. You did well over $1 billion in business with companies, $220 million of that in the state last year. So these are there's some lucrative potentially contracts there. Yes. Lots of lucrative contracting options out there in the service world and the supply world. So there's a wide mix, and that's typically the businesses in attendance. Service-based businesses, supply-based businesses, both small and large. Yeah. So yes, there's a lot of opportunities for folks to learn about. Yeah, and you talk about some of the companies who will be there and organizations. Some big name folks will be at the event. Yes. So we're excited. We're excited about the lineup this year. SAIC, who's one of our largest support contractors at Crane, they'll be there. Booz Allen Hamilton and Cook Medical. That's a new one this year that we're really excited to have. So give us the lowdown on the event. It's April 10th at French Lick. Yes, April 10th. 9 to 3, so it's at French Lick Exhibition Hall, so just really excited. Big event, about 1,000 people expected at French Lick, and again for companies big and small and mid-sized companies in particular wanting to do business with Crane and the federal government. Matt Burkett, thanks very much for joining us. Good luck with the event. Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.